Familiar, the kind fans have heard from BTS 1,000 times before. Jin, freshly back in the spotlight, was joking with the members during a casual moment that felt warm and unscripted. Then came the comments. Playful on the surface. Teasing, even affectionate. But as the clip spread across social media, something unexpected happened. The tone shifted. Screenshots flew. Threads multiplied. And suddenly, BTS's comments to Jin weren't just jokes anymore, they were being dissected, reframed, and tied to something far bigger, the group's recent dating controversies. To outsiders, the reaction seemed confusing. To ARMY, it felt like a crack forming in familiar ground. For years, BTS has been praised not only for their music but for their brotherhood, the way they tease, protect, and lean on each other publicly. Jin, the eldest, has often been the emotional anchor, the moodmaker, the one who absorbs jokes so others can shine. Fans know this dynamic by heart. So why now? Why did these comments, so similar to countless moments before, suddenly trigger backlash? The answer lies in timing, and in the emotional temperature of the fandom. In recent months, BTS members have found themselves at the center of intense dating discussions. Some were fueled by paparazzi-style photos. Others by vague posts, coincidences, or anonymous claims that spread faster than facts. While none of this was new to K-pop, the scale felt different. BTS isn't just another idol group. They are a global phenomenon, and every personal detail, real or imagined, carries enormous weight. As those dating rumors circulated, emotions ran high. Some fans defended the members' right to privacy with fierce loyalty. Others struggled, quietly or loudly, with the shift from fantasy to reality. And in that charged environment, even harmless humor could be interpreted as something else entirely. When the clip featuring Jin resurfaced, certain viewers began connecting dots that may never have existed. Comments that once sounded like brotherly teasing were reinterpreted as insensitive. Some claimed the members were mocking Jin. Others suggested the jokes felt out of touch given the stress surrounding the group. A few went even further, tying the moment to ongoing dating controversies, arguing that the members should be more careful, more serious, more aware. The backlash didn't come all at once. It built slowly, like a low rumble before a storm. First, a handful of posts questioning the tone. Then longer threads analyzing body language, word choice, facial expressions. Algorithms did the rest, pushing the most emotional takes to the top. Suddenly, what was once a fleeting, human interaction had become a debate about respect, loyalty, and responsibility within BTS. And that's where the story deepens, because beneath the surface outrage wasn't really about Jin, or even the comments themselves. It was about control. For over a decade, fans have grown alongside BTS, emotionally invested in their journeys, their struggles, their successes. That bond is powerful, but it's also fragile. Dating rumors challenge an unspoken illusion. They remind fans that idols are adults with private lives that don't belong to the public. So when BTS appeared relaxed, joking as usual, some fans felt a disconnect. How could they laugh when the fandom was hurting? How could things feel normal when so much felt uncertain? Midway through the backlash, something unexpected happened. Longtime ARMYs began pushing back, not against Jin, not against BTS, but against the outrage itself. They reminded others that this was the same group who had always leaned on humor during stressful times. The same Jin who has repeatedly said he doesn't mind being teased. The same members who have stood together through scandals, scrutiny, and global pressure. Context returned to the conversation. Fans started rewatching the clip, not to judge, but to understand. In full length, not cropped. With tone, not captions. And slowly, the narrative shifted again. What looked harsh in isolation felt different when seen as part of a long, shared history. The comments weren't cruel. They weren't careless. They were familiar. That realization didn't erase the discomfort around dating controversies, but it reframed the moment. Instead of seeing BTS as dismissive, many began to see them as human, coping in the only way they know how. together. Still, the episode left a mark. It highlighted how quickly trust can wobble in the age of viral clips and algorithm-driven outrage. It showed how dating rumors don't just affect idols privately, they ripple outward, changing how every word, every laugh, every glance is interpreted. And it raised a bigger question the fandom is still grappling with: how do you support artists as people, not projections? For Jin, the silence spoke volumes. No clarifications. No statements. Just calm presence, as he's always had. For BTS, it was another reminder that their smallest moments carry massive meaning. And for ARMY, it became a moment of reflection on boundaries, expectations, and the evolving relationship between fans and idols. In the end, the backlash faded, as online storms often do. But the conversation didn't disappear. It transformed into something quieter, more introspective. A recognition that loving BTS also means allowing them room to breathe, to joke, to live, without every action being weighed against rumors and speculation. And maybe that's the real story here: not controversy, but transition. Not betrayal, but growth. If this moment tells us anything, it's that BTS and ARMY are navigating a new chapter together, one where the line between idol and individual becomes clearer, and where understanding matters more than outrage.